You have been lied to. From the moment you were born, you were handed a script written by your parents, your teachers, your society, and the invisible architects of this reality. The script had one simple rule, repeated over and over until it was burned into your neural pathways. Be good. Be nice. Be polite. Be harmless. Smile when you are angry. Swallow your words when you want to scream. They told you that if you pruned away your rough edges, if you sterilized your darkest thoughts, you would become pure. You would become light. But look around you. Look at the world built by these good people. It is a world of neuroticism, anxiety, hidden perversions, and explosive violence. Why? Because you cannot cut off half of your soul and expect to remain whole. Carl Jung, the man who mapped the deepest trenches of the human psyche, left us a warning that the modern world has desperately tried to bury. He said, "No tree, it is said, can grow to heaven unless its roots reach down to hell." Think about that. You were trying to reach the light, but you refuse to touch the dirt. You want the ascension, but you deny the descent. The truth is, your obsession with positivity is not a virtue, it is a sickness. It is a form of spiritual castration that has left you weak, easy to control, and disconnected from the very source of your power. Today, we're going to do something dangerous. We are going to stop running from the monster inside you. We are going to turn around, walk into the basement of your mind, and shake its hand. We are going to decode the shadow protocol. If you are one of the few who suspects that being nice is slowly killing you, if you feel a dormant power waiting to be unleashed, then you have found your tribe. Before we unlock the first seal, realize that this knowledge is not for the faint of heart. We are about to strip away the moral scaffolding that holds your identity together. If you are ready to see what lies beneath, signal your intent. Click subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. Do it now, because once we descend, the only way out is through. What is the shadow? In the spiritual marketplace of love and light, you are told that the shadow is simply your negative vibes, your fear, your jealousy, your hatred. You are told to release it, to cleanse it, to mediate it away until you are nothing but a hollow vessel of white light. This is a lie, and it is a dangerous one. Carl Jung defined the shadow not as evil, but as the unlived life. It is the long bag we drag behind us. When you were a child, you were whole. You screamed when you were angry. You laughed when you were happy. You took what you wanted. You were a complete circle. But then, the programming began. Your mother said, "Don't scream, that's bad." So you took your aggression, you wrapped it up, and you threw it into the bag. Your teacher said, "Don't daydream, pay attention." So you took your creativity, your intuition, your ability to drift between worlds, and you threw it into the bag. Society said, "Sex is dirty, ambition is greedy, pride is arrogant." Into the bag, into the bag, into the bag. By the time you are 20 years old, only a sliver of your personality remains in the light. This is the persona, the mask you wear to please others, the nice guy, the good girl. But the bag is still there, and it is heavy. Here is the terrifying physics of the psyche. What you repress does not die. It grows, it festers, it develops a primitive consciousness of its own. The aggression you repressed didn't vanish, it turned into chronic anxiety.
The sexual desire you shamed didn't disappear. It morphed into a secret, twisted perversion. The ambition you stifled didn't leave. It became a bitter, passive-aggressive resentment that poisons your relationships. You think you are a moral person walking towards the light, but in reality, you are a fractured entity being stalked by a hungry ghost of your own creation. And the longer you ignore it, the hungrier it gets.
This brings us to the greatest deception of our time, the myth of the harmless man. Look at the people around you. Look at yourself. We equate harmlessness with virtue. We look at a man who is incapable of violence, incapable of confrontation, incapable of asserting his will, and we say, he is a good man. No, he is not a good man. He is just harmless. There is a fundamental difference between a rabbit and a wolf who has sheathed his claws. A rabbit is not virtuous because it doesn't eat the wolf. A rabbit is good only because it has no choice. It is impotent. Its morality is a result of its weakness, not its will. But a monster, a being who has the capacity for absolute destruction, who knows exactly how to tear reality apart but chooses not to, that is virtue. That is meekness in the biblical sense, which originally meant those who have swords but keep them sheathed. Why does this matter? Why am I telling you to find your inner monster? Because the matrix you live in, the systems of control we discuss on this channel, is designed to turn you into a rabbit, a harmless, docile consumer. They don't want you to access your shadow. Why? Because the shadow contains your teeth. It contains your ability to say no. It contains your capacity for rebellion. When you repress your shadow, you lose your boundaries. You become a doormat for the world. You think you are being spiritual by tolerating abuse, by staying silent when you are exploited, by smiling when you are suffering. Stop lying to yourself. That is not spirituality. That is cowardice dressed up in robes. If you cannot be dangerous, you cannot be good. You are merely safe, and the system loves you when you are safe. Consider this moment right now, a fork in the road. Option A, you click away, go back to the safe, sterile algorithm of cat videos and comedy, and remain a rabbit. Option B, you decide to see how deep the rabbit hole really goes. You decide to reclaim your teeth. If you are choosing option B, then you need to understand that this channel is not just entertainment. It is a dojo for the mind. We are building a resistance of conscious minds. If you haven't joined us yet, do it now. The button is below. Because in the next section, we are going to discover something even more disturbing. We are going to find out why the system wants you weak. It's not just about control, it's about food. Your repressed energy is being eaten. Let's talk about the gold in the filth and the entities that feed on your denial. Why did the ancient alchemists, the spiritual scientists who came before us, have a strange saying, in stercor invenitur? It means, in filth it will be found. They weren't talking about dirt, they were talking about your soul. They knew a secret that modern psychology is only beginning to rediscover. The shadow is not a trash can, it is a treasure chest. Think about the energy it takes to repress a natural instinct, to hold down your anger, to muzzle your sexuality, to silence your ambition. It takes an immense amount of psychic voltage. That repression is potential energy. It is power trapped in a cage. But here is where the story gets darker. And here is where we leave the safe textbooks of psychology and enter the forbidden territory of the mystics. When you trap this energy, when you let it stagnate in the basement of your mind, it begins to rot. It emits a frequency of shame, guilt, and low vibration fear. In the ancient Gnostic texts, and even in the warnings of Thoth regarding the Watchers, we are told that this universe is teeming with invisible entities. The Native Americans called it Wetico. The Gnostics called them archons. These are mind parasites. They do not eat food like you and I. They feed on energy. Specifically, they feed on the energy of your repressed emotions. Consider this terrifying possibility. Your niceness, your refusal to confront your shadow, is actually setting a dinner table for these entities. When you swallow your anger, you are creating a pool of louche, suffering energy that they feast upon. You are keeping yourself weak, docile, and easily harvested. The system wants you to repress your shadow because a repressed human is an endless battery for the matrix. But if you dare to open the bag, if you dare to touch the filth, you reclaim that energy. When you integrate the shadow, the Wetico starves. The parasitic link is severed. That evil aggression, once integrated, it becomes drive. It becomes the ability to protect your family, to build a business, to conquer an obstacle. That shameful lust, once integrated, it becomes passion, creativity, and vital life force. That arrogant pride, it becomes self-respect. This is the alchemical stage of nigredo, the blackening. You must go through the blackness to find the gold. The gold is not light coming from above, it is the power you retrieve from below. You are not getting rid of the monster, you are unchaining him, putting a leash in his hand and saying, "You work for me now." So, how do we do this? How do we reclaim the gold without being devoured by the darkness? Do not make the mistake of thinking this is an intellectual exercise. You cannot think your way out of the shadow. You must feel your way through. We will use a protocol derived from Jung's technique of active imagination, but stripped of its safety rails. We call this feeding the demon. Step 1, the invitation. Find a time when you are alone. Total silence. Turn off the lights, close your eyes, and summon the feeling you hate most. Is it the rage you felt at your boss? Is it the jealousy you felt scrolling through social media? Is it the deep, hollow shame of a past failure? Don't push it away. Amplify it. Let it fill the room. Step 2, personification. Now give that feeling a shape. Do not control it. Let your subconscious show you what it looks like. Is it a goblin, a wounded child, a faceless shadow standing in the corner? Visualize it sitting in the chair opposite you. Make it real. See the texture of its skin. Smell the air around it. Step 3, the dialogue. This is the hardest part. You must speak to it, but you do not speak with hatred. You speak with curiosity. Ask it, "Who are you?" Ask it, "What do you want from me?" And then listen. Do not invent the answer. Wait.
The answer might come as a voice in your head, a sudden emotion, or a memory you had forgotten. It might scream at you, "I want you to stop letting them walk all over us." It might weep, "I just want to be seen." Step 4. The negotiation. This entity is not your enemy. It is a part of you that has been trying to protect you in a twisted way. If it is rage, it is trying to protect your boundaries. If it is fear, it is trying to keep you safe. Thank it. Say to it, "I see you. I honor your power, but I am in the driver's seat now. We will use your fire, but we will not burn down the house." This is how you feed the demon. You don't feed it with your unconscious suffering. You feed it with your conscious attention. When you look the monster in the eye and acknowledge it, it transforms. The demon becomes a daemon, a guiding spirit. The lead turns into gold. But be warned, this process is not a one-time event. It is a daily practice. Every time you feel a trigger, every time you feel that irrational emotion, know this: your shadow is knocking on the door. Do not lock it out. Open the door. Invite him in for tea.
The Dark Philosopher. When you successfully negotiate with your shadow, when you stop feeding the parasites and start fueling your own engine, you undergo a metamorphosis. You become something rare in this world. You become a dangerous saint. This is the paradox of high spiritual attainment. The truly enlightened masters, the ones who actually change reality, are not soft. They are not nice. They are terrifyingly present. When you walk into a room as an integrated human, people feel it. They don't feel a harmless rabbit. They feel a sleeping lion. They sense the capacity for chaos, the capacity for destruction, resting just beneath the surface. And because they sense that power, they respect your peace. A harmless man cannot protect anyone. He cannot stand up to tyranny. He cannot defend his family from the wolves because he's too busy pretending he doesn't have claws. But the integrated man, he has the sword in his hand. He knows how to use it. He is proficient in the art of war. And precisely because he has that power, his choice to keep the sword sheathed is an act of supreme love. This is the union of opposites, the marriage of Apollo and Dionysus, the order and the chaos. You are no longer a fragment of a person. You are whole. This wholeness is the only thing that scares the matrix. The system relies on you being fractured. It relies on you being at war with yourself, because a man at war with himself has no energy left to fight the real enemy. But a man who has made peace with his monster, he is unstoppable. He is sovereign. He is free. This is the God code hidden inside your biology. God is not just the light. God is the totality. And to find God, you must be willing to encompass everything, the beauty and the terror, within the cathedral of your own soul.
We have walked through the valley of the shadow today. We have exposed the toxicity of forced positivity and the hunger of the entities that feed on your repression. The door to the basement is open. The monster is waiting. Will you lock the door again and go back to sleep? Will you choose to be a nice person and let your soul slowly rot in the dark? Or will you descend? Will you reclaim your gold? The work is not easy. It is messy. It is painful. It is the hardest thing you will ever do. But it is the price of admission for a real life. If this message resonated with the darkness, and the light inside you, then you are part of this resistance. Don't just watch. Act. Signal your intent to the algorithm and to the universe. Click the like button, not for me, but as a stamp of your own commitment. Subscribe to the channel if you are ready for the next level of deprogramming. We have only just scratched the surface of the lies they told you. I am the dark philosopher, and remember, the gold is in the filth. Go find it. Wake up.